All right, hello, happy weekend, or almost weekend, and welcome to your continued preseason coverage for VRML Echo Arena. As we roll into the weekend on this Friday evening of North American matchups, we're featuring what's set to be an exciting match between Wireless Jax and Orbit. So on your broadcast team for this match, I'm Palidore on cameras, as well as casting, alongside my good friend and teammate, Dash, who may be busy picking teams and is joining me now.
I will ping the teams now so we can get this underway.
Yeah, just about ready to get underway. This is going to be, no doubt, a fun matchup between these two teams. It's actually the season debut for Orbit.
Yeah, and Wireless Jackson we saw last night making their debut, and I'm ready to see what else they can offer because they had a lot of nice things going on last night, but Ignite was just so powerful. It's really hard to shine against teams that are just on it like Synapse and Joker.
Yeah, absolutely. Now off the
And now,
joust, it's going to be Akami for Wireless Jackson, the Orange taking first possession. We saw yesterday how strong the passing game was for Wireless Jackson. We're going to see if they can come back and show some more of that as this deep clear goes into that bubble and then right back out again.
yeah, nice. Oh, he was so close to being a shot. Honestly, I was thinking about it for a little bit, and I was like, maybe no, it's too early for these shots, right? But
Well,
maybe it'll pop up later. And nice little pickup by Will. We get a long clear for his team, but Gamer Boy is there, also playing more backfield, I guess. And Zen's gonna try to start this attack. But first, trying to
yes.
get that reset. Looks like it was slightly covered by one of the defenders. A good choice, but now with who's that over there just knocking people out? And now it's a 2v2 situation.
And Scoop.
And
He's going to take advantage of that one for the little dipsy dupe for the two on the side of Orbit. So getting his team started off in their preseason debut on Orbit for the two in good fashion. Just, a couple punches going off in that round, a little assist. Getting started off quick, about a minute in.
And so Jax has an interesting defense. Whenever you decide to take your time, near the midfield, they'll send a chain after you, which is interesting. But if you have a good brawler, you can punish them real easily. I think that almost having two people and now making the situation a 2v2 or a 3v2 is really hard on the defense.
And trying to go
Getting
in on
back
the
on
defense right now. It's going to be Gilligan, but saved by Gamer Boy, the immediate defensive effort. So on one end, they get the score. On the other, they get the save. It's going to go deep into that scoring zone. Almost went off that side wall, and looks like Gilligan's going to be there with some time to spare on the rebound for Wireless Jax.
Oh, and looks like a bad bounce on the Merc. Gonna go back and into the hands of Scoopin for a quick shot. Doesn't get the mark, but he does apply enough pressure that they may be able to recover it. Oh, looks like Gilligan gets there first. But again, Gamer Boy is just going to be like the defensive line back here.
But Gilligan getting a stun, actually. This is open goal. He just conceded, and Lemon QT absolutely for the 3-2 lead.
So now I'm noticing that Orbit's keeping one back, and they're trying to maybe attack with 3, which I'm not too sure is going to work. It's really hard whenever you have great defense in the bubble. You kind of need that extra person. But who knows, sometimes it's less people in the bubble, more success, kind of like against Nova.
Yeah, it's all going to depend on that execution. Certainly harder the less people they have in there. And Gamer Boy is going to roll out as Sweet Potato and Boozy give a shout out to their good friends over here on Wireless Jax in the chat. Having themselves a good time as Scoop is going to look for that shot not online.
Oh, no. But a great job by Gamer Boy holding up that chain, and still one player was trying to get back. You see that Akami was still back there with Gamer Boy. So great job by Gamer Boy holding up the chain, but unfortunately his team couldn't convert the 2 points despite having a 1v1 situation.
And now Zenith is going to be approached on by the Akami, but Sneaky Evil still receiving the pass. Now trying to look for a potential boost, but it's going to be over there in the back line for Wireless Jax. Will.i.am and Gilligan attached, working that up the floor. But getting stunned now, doubly so, but Will.i.am still recovering with that pass from Lemon. Lemon can't get the pass, but a good boost coming in. They're going to try and pressure that from Scoop. Scoop is going to back that out to Gamer Boy, and then he's going to try and find that mid pass. It'll just sail right on back off the bounce to the hands of Gamer.
Oh, nice long pass. So here it is again, another opportunity to maybe get this 1v1. Can he take advantage this time? He will. Sneaky, gonna pull ahead by 1.
That was a nice little play there, and buying themselves one of those ever more rare one-on-one opportunities near that goal. Very hard to get those chances in 4v4, but they got it.
And I feel like it might keep on happening if Jax gets a little, like, I don't know, greedy on their defense, because they send that chain out, and it's great. They have a very fast chain, but it's whenever they get brought out that they leave the rest of their team in a very bad spot.
And now just trying to find their defensive spots. It's going to be Zenith approaching that offensive launch there. But crossing out on over to Scoop. Scoop may have himself an open goal if he's careful, but no. It's going to be the defense getting back anyways off that miss. All in goal and now spreading out and trying to collect that disc. It's will.i.am for Wireless Jax. His team down by just 1 point at the moment as these teams start to look for their boost. Gamer Boy's on that other end trying to recover as well as his, well, friends Scoop coming in.
And man, it just Scoop 2 opportunities now to make, good 3-pointers, but he's just missed both of them. This game can be a lot more, comfortable for them if only he had just made those 2 shots. But hey, looks like maybe he might have more opportunities like now. But
Ooh, aggressive stack.
There's that chain.
Now getting stunned though, so yeah, that one just pressuring the pass and they're actually able to force. Looks like a turnover, but no way in the back line. Gamer Boy is going to get that one, dish it down low into that pocket as the stacks come on through. Some retreating into goal there for Wireless Jax. It's Lemon way deep down there, and will.i.am is going to try and recover and send a soft one. That's eventually getting by Akami. Now Akami looking off. Oop, Gilligan's taking that. Open goal, 3-point. It is in the hole for Gilligan.
Wow,
now 6-4 in favor of Jax.
Did he bounce that off of his teammate's head to bait out Gamer Boy and then get the 3? Because I must have missed it, but I think that's what happened.
Whatever happened, it was a 3-point goal, and they'll take that just the same. It looked like it may have bounced off initially, but still getting that grab, and they just found themselves on the open goal. Gilligan able to capitalize there with the 3 points. And so Gamer now trying to find Sneaky down low. Sneaky's going to back it out. Some careful passing off that aggressive stack. Lemon and QT in the back line.
There's Gamer Boy again, getting that punch out on that stack. So this is a great opportunity for Orbit to score. And looks like it might be close, but not quite. Still Sneaky has a chance. And he's waiting too long and then letting the defense get set up. Something still recovered.
Yeah, nice reset now. Gamer Boy. Gamer Boy is going to bring that on in. Go up top. Find a pass. Cannot reach his man initially, but Gamer Boy's still back. And their plan is what? Another reset. So good patience, good awareness to find their teammate in the back line.
So there's the aggressive stack from Jax. Something he's so good at, so fast at. And now looking open net. Oh, no, he didn't take it. Wow, I questioned that decision right there because now they're messing up on their passes. But Zenith on the good recovery, but another missed pass, and this one's going to clear down. And it's about who's going to be faster and find that next pass.
Yeah, forcing a quick one. And Sneaky's going to back that out as his teammates get back in position on offense and in defense. You see Gamer way in the back line there for Orbit. They're down 2, and we have about 2 minutes left in this one. Zenith on the approach, going to dish it, but he's going to miss it. will.i.am, he can get that clear, but it's going to be Gamer Boy from far to near, and Zenith to the inside of the goal. That's a tie.
So I just feel like, maybe they're giving him too much room to, with the chain. They're letting the chain go after him, and they get the pass off, and that's great. But then they slow down, waiting for the defense to get set up from Jax, and I think that's a mistake that Orbit is making right now.
And they have a minute and 40 seconds as this this next joust comes out to readjust and recollect, find their next score. Sweet Potato, yes, will he can. Like will, comma, he can. Anyway, Lemon QT is going to find that, try and find something, Now a back, nope, getting stunned actually. So Gamer Boys on the attack there with the brawls. Off to Zenith, looking deep, and oh, just missing. It was barely on that corner of the barrier, so unfortunate. And now Disc gets knocked loose. Scoop is going to take that. He's going to duck under, pass back over to Scoop. Scoop getting punched, so Akami, nice defensive awareness with the hands to destroy their chances at getting it into that bubble. Maybe another attempt, though.
Another attack, and here's another opportunity for WoW. Going through 2 is Sneaky Evil, picking up 2 more with only 45 seconds left on the clock. And Jackson's gonna have to react fast and score a quick one, at least to tie it up. With Gamer Boy playing on that back line consistently, though, it might be a little difficult.
Yeah, they have 34 seconds now. It's going to be even less once this catapult actually goes off, so they don't have a ton of time to work with. But what a competitive match. Rather low scoring, in fact, but competitive, close the whole time. So will.i.am for the wireless Jax. He will find Gilligan. Gilligan's going to look up now for Akami. Akami trying to dodge around. Now still grabbed by Lemon QT. He's going to have to back that out possibly, but no. That's going to be Scoop getting the clear. Taking the round off of that, I do believe, and indeed, so into that goal, that scoring zone, and then back out again. It's going to be round 1 over in favor of Team Orbit.
A bit of separation, maybe, that Jax was lacking right there. They had a good start to it, but it was, you know, Lemon getting that last recovery, and he was looking back, trying so hard for a back pass, but
Yeah.
everybody was just above him and covered, and he had no pass whatsoever. He only had, like, to move forward, and, well, you can't really move forward as fast whenever somebody's gaining on you.
Yeah, so with that clear, spelt the end for that round, but it was a really competitive one, no doubt. And just taking a quick look at the score sheet, Gilligan and Lemon QT for wireless Jax with 3 apiece. And over on Orbit's side, in their first round, their debut of the preseason, it's Zenith with 2, Sneaky Evil with 4 leading his team, and Scoop with 2 as well. Game high and team high, 2 assists for Gamer Boy. That was a close one. So right
it was definitely
back.
a close game. I just think that maybe Jax is too vulnerable with their aggressive chain. Like, it's a great chain if you can beat the long pass, but the more short passes there are, the harder it is for the chain to maneuver.
Right. You
I
know,
think that's where Orbit is kind of already adjusting.
yeah, and a lot of that, the thing with the chain is that it's also going to matter what you do with your second chain, right? So that's something that we're seeing some teams still learning to develop. Certainly the meta is just kind of in anyone's hands, really, these days, and just finding their way. But now off this joust, it's going to be a miss, but rebounded by Zenith. Zenith's going to find Sneaky, and up to the backboard and down into the goal. It's 2 points for Orbit.
Yeah, I like that little push pass behind the backboard for that setup. It was really, really smooth. I love whenever everybody gets set up in the bubble. You know it's going to be a good play whenever you have everybody in their place.
Yeah, for sure. And those are the ones, too, where it's that divey type defense on those passes. You want to force as long of a pass as you possibly can if you're on defense and you're facing against someone trying to get those backboard goals, those backboard passes.
Oh, a nice little chain offense right here, but it looks like they might miss the first pass, so it's not going to work after all. Luckily, Will is going to fall back, read the situation beforehand, not going to get punished too much for it, hopefully, but Sneaky with a nice interception, but gets snagged back. And Gilligan is going to try to boost with his team to pick up this disc and start their attack, maybe tie up this game early.
Yeah, gonna try. It was a closely contested first round, but way in the back line, it's gonna go. There is will.i.am there for wireless Jax, but oh, the quick attack, but then off the head, so will not be a shot. That was close quarters opportunity, but the second attempt from Gamer Boy will be there. Oh boy.
Yeah, I mean, Will was ready for that, you know, little panel shot. Who knows if it would have bounced in it had he not been there. So it was great recovery by him, but just the stack was so fast and maybe a little bit of communication lacking. They should have told him to clear because they also had a chain ready, you know, Jax. And any clear would have also favored them.
Yeah, such a threat, no doubt. That speed, those stacks, and you know, if you don't have that immediate pass, then a lot of the time you're going to want to be looking for those clears because Indeed, it is a tough situation dealing with 4v4 and just the speed and pacing of that. And Akami is trying to deal with that right now as Scoop approaches. Then the defense encroaches, and Sneaky Evil is going to look for that pass. And that was a one of beauty, but the shot not online. Maybe recovered. Nope, it won't because will.i.am is there on time. And Gilligan is going to go back to that back line and find his pass.
Yeah, so another missed opportunity for Orbit. You know, there's so many opportunities for open threes, and now Gilligan maybe a little bit of error on that back pass. Gonna have to start again from his bubble. So losing a lot of ground and time is Jax. On
Yeah,
another missed pass by Alchemy, but luckily this time, well, maybe not, because Gamer Boy is once again just there. He's so on that back line. That back line is super covered by Gamer Boy.
Yeah, trying to cover that now and get that coverage of Scoop and recoverage, I should say. But back into the mid area where Gamer Boy, or Sneaky Evil rather, awaits. That was a nice little duck to find Scoop on the side wall now for the pass. Scoop is going to approach, and now Sneaky Evil is going to dump it into there for another 2 points. So 6-0 right now for Orbit.
Yeah, who knows if maybe that one should have been a diving, play right there. It was such a long pass into the middle. And centering it up like that, sometimes you just gotta go for it. Who knows if you can get lucky.
Lucky for Team Wireless Jax at the moment, though, only down 6, despite the fact, you were scored on 3 times. It is very comebackable at this stage. You have 6 minutes. I mean, 2 3-pointers, you're right back in it. A lot of time to work with. Just need to find their passes and try and evade those quick stacks. And that's a good one, a good grab, but then right back is Gamer Boy, so Scoop is going to get that one. Some nice reflexes from Gamer as that disc goes sailing into the goal for 3.
I didn't even... I saw it bounce, and I'm like, it doesn't look like it's one of those bounces, and I just kind of started looking back at the stacks, and, and then I look back, and it's going in. Wow, just more salt on the wound for this one. Jax has really got to stop the bleeding somehow.
That was a bowling ball type shot, and somehow squeezed its way through. So, they'll take it certainly. But will.i.am is going to go there and get stunned as Gilligan. So Scoop, nope, will.i.am there for the regrab. Nice hands. All right. Akami is going to back that to Gilligan. Risky pass. He manages to snag that just before finding Lemon down low. And then the stack getting broken up. The double team. Lemon, though, navigating around that beautifully so. And now maybe on the attack one-on-one somehow. Dodging again. Is he going to do this all by himself?
It sure looks like it, Palidore, but now he's going to force to go into a back pass, but the back pass was just covered at that moment. But Akami's going to try to pick it up. And they need to speed it up. 5 minutes are nearing, and you have 9 points to make up. But then, what great defense coming out from Orbit. And now there's a long pass. I can't believe that was... Oh, okay. I was about to say. Man.
Gamer Boy had the save, but into the goal it went. He was too deep in that scoring zone.
Man, I thought that pass shouldn't have worked because it was just so long, and I didn't know. It was like Gamer Boy should have dove out for that one, and then he got the save, and I was like, oh, hey, he did get the save, and then it just kind of fell back behind him. It was unfortunate.
Yeah, mishandled a little bit. So it will be 2 points nonetheless for Wireless Jax as Orbit rolls out for the first time on offense in the second round. And maybe going to score off of it again. They have this 2-on-1 approach, and it will be good from Scoop this time.
Man, I said it last night because I knew it was going to happen, and I'm going to say it again. Jax has a great PE joust, but it's what's the follow-up. They get those long passes set up, and it turns into 1v1 situations just like that. So I really think that maybe a double chain is what Jax needs on defense.
Yeah, and those are the things. It's a bit more complex play and play that we've not been used to in competitive Echo Arena until very recently. So those are one of the things that will continue to develop for teams top to bottom for sure. And Gilligan trying to look for that gentle pass. It's going to sail a little bit past his man, but Akami is still going to be able to recover and send a pass right back down to Gilligan, and then down low to Lemon, and then up high for the dunk. Showing his stuff there. Lemon, that shot was not a lemon. He made sure that went in.
So a nice, score to get momentum back. 3:17 on the clock. Time is going down slowly, but it's not impossible. I think Wireless Jacks is fast enough on their chains that
Hmm.
maybe they can get a couple clears through, but they just can't clear it into the spots that Gamer Boy is covering, which is pretty much the whole middle.
Man, Gamer Boy is someone I've noticed too in scrims and in competitive play, Pizza League as well. He definitely has some good hands and good defensive awareness, and
Oh,
he'll
there's
grab
a nice
those.
delay. And here comes opportunity for Jax to finally. Oh no, but a missed back pass. And looks like that opportunity will come and go as it's a long bouncing clear. But maybe.
Well, in the back line, at least they got back on defense, and yeah, unable to recover that quickly. But now, finally, Gamer Boy is coming in there quickly for a pass to the post, but taken there by Lemon, and Lemon's going to get the clear. And now a stack, a clear, a boost, but no, on the attack with a secondary boost. There's the one that we're looking for on the second attack, but cannot get
Oh
that.
no.
It was a tough
What
one
a
because
heartbreaker.
the defense was so fast as well to get back into the goal. You had to take that rather quickly. Heartbreaker indeed. And now with some speed and maybe some no. Gilligan, nice hands, but into the hands of Scoop. And oh, the punish for that. Two-pointer
Just
at least, but still very, very tough after that great save.
wow, yeah, it was a great save, but a bad clear. The last place you want to clear in 4v4 is in the middle. That's just a big no-go zone. Like you
Yeah,
cannot do that. You have to bounce it around and get your chain ready for the recoveries. That's why,
it's tough though, Dash.
recoveries
Gotta
have been
give
played.
gotta give them some leeway too, because when there's 4 or 5 players all clustered up within 3 feet of you, sometimes you just want to sail that one through. And they did pay for it that time, but indeed, just kind of undoing the save with that intercept, and that is unfortunate. So now pass is gonna go into Lemon. Lemon's gonna bring that in for another crossover and the dunk from Akami.
A great setup on offense, showing that they can do it whenever they have the players set up. It's more like trying to get there has been their struggle so far.
Yeah, and I would agree with that. But we did see a little bit of the secondary stat coming into play in some of those earlier rounds, earlier jousts from Wireless Jacks. But
So maybe we can see that fast PE joust, get them quick turnovers, which would be the only thing to save them at this point.
yeah, now quickly into the bottom of the floor. So that's an interesting rollout, actually. I didn't even get to catch all that on camera, but I've seen it twice now. I'm not used to looking down there for that kind of rollout, but that's very unique, and I guess that's a set play. The first time they did it, I thought it was just kind of an accident, but maybe that was on purpose. So Scoop is going to go in there with some purpose, try and find an avenue, and he will right down the street, an easy street for the 15 on Orbit's side as the game winds down on this second round.
Yeah, so you were commentating on that rollout, and I gotta say I was noticing it like immediately. I was like, wow, that's one fast pass, and against Jacks who have an extremely fast PE joust, I would say that is a great move. But they
Yeah,
haven't been pulling out their fast PE joust. Like they've been getting there so slow. And on top of that, they commit so hard to the QB, and that's why they have so much, open area, and Orbit has just so much free reign
right.
going into that bubble. Maybe a 1v1, 1v2.
Well, we will go to the score screen in any case and see the results of that one. The first round was highly contested and competitive till that very, very end. The Wireless Jacks matching their 6 points from round 1 with 6 points in round 2, but Orbit just coming out there with some fire, able to almost double their output from the first round, so they will take that series officially with a 2 wins on that. But third round is still going to be played and about to be underway momentarily for those points.
Yeah, I really think that Jax is just like 1 or 2 plays away from making this one work. Like the double chain, maybe. They can't leave their backline so exposed, like leaving a guy in the goal. Yeah, you want to cover against like those open threes. You never want those open threes to happen, but sometimes you'd rather maybe risk a contested open three
Mhm.
than leave a easy two. That's at least that's what I feel like, because you have 4 players on defense. You can send a chain up, cause some action, then chain in the back. If they do any long passes, that's your wheelhouse right there.
Yeah. So it's a balance, and I think It'll be really interesting to see how that plays out over the season. I'm not sure what is the right or wrong answer necessarily at this point. You know, I have my ideas, but at the same time, it seems like the moment you think you know the meta is the moment it starts to change. You know, these players and these teams are ever evolving over the course of the seasons, over the months, over the years of Echo Arena, and now going in for Lemon. So there you go, starting off in stronger fashion for Wireless Jax with the immediate 19-second goal.
And seeing how Orbit doesn't really dive out on some of these passes, these crosses are going to be so powerful for Jax. If they can just keep on doing that, I think they may be on to winning this game, and maybe even by a larger margin.
And certainly that's what they're hoping for, but Orbit's going to be on that joust, finding themselves there for the first time this round. About 9 minutes still to go in this third. And Gamer Boy. So that time going for that longer pass, slightly longer anyways, as opposed to that bottom ramp, and now Scoop is going to bring that up the floor. Stack looming nearby, but going to be taken by Zenith, at least eventually, as he collects it in that back line. And now Sneaky's going to position as well as a Scoop on the other end. And you can see this kind of a rectangular formation that they're taking on all the way up and
So
down
he
the
took a
court.
little bit of a break on that one. He saw that, he dropped the disc, adjusted his headset, because there was just no pressure coming out from Jax.
Yeah, quick water
Looks
break,
like
I
he's still
suppose.
slowing it down again. So I wonder what the play is for Orbit, slowing it down so much. Nice big brawl coming out. Cutie's going to be to this disc first. Maybe get it clear for his team. Looks like he's trying to go for a big bounce shot around Gamer Boy, but Gamer Boy's just there again. So no shots left open for Jax.
And yeah, now Gamer Boy is actually going to get a nice little leech off Alchemy. Going to recover that, but Alchemy right back at him on the attack.
Maybe they can get their setup right here. This is their
Ooh.
moment. Oh, looks like he went for a greedy three-pointer. The goalie was out, so I think it might have worked had it been on
Yeah,
target.
could have been a good idea, but just the execution not quite there on that one. So Lemon is going to find a stack with his teammate there. Alchemy getting it stolen from Gamer, and then Fader, and that is, well, Gamer Boy right there.
Wow, what an angle. Coming out from missing the three-point block and missing the torch. Hitting that far corner, the only one he could have hit, fading out like that. Well, what a great shot by Gamer.
Yeah, one of the tougher shots I've seen. Just from that slight angle.
So now that weird wild shot that Jax placed on goal, looking big, they could have scored a 2 at least. Maybe the game wouldn't have been like this. It would have been 4-0 instead of 2-3.
And now Lemon's going to take that one back, but on his foot, maybe not realizing at first, so has to get rid of it quickly as Zenith stuns him out, takes that disc, and looks for a teammate to find. But good coverage from Wireless Jax. Now, ooh, better boost. That is going to be huge for them if they can get it. But no, the stun. So unable to convert on that one. Some good plays. Now Sneaky Evil is going to recover that one for his team over on Orbit and then back it out again. And we see this square formation taking place on that mini-map and now turning into a bit of a triangle. But some good open avenues, passing lanes. They're trying to use and abuse all of them as Scoop winds that one in on some stun goalies.
It looks like that pass needs to be dove at, I guess, because he's just waiting there for that pass. Nobody is gonna challenge him, so he's gonna wait for his teammate to punch out the goalies, however many they may be. An easy 2 points, and now extending the lead. And again, just these opportunities that Jax have had. Maybe they can slow down in the bubble.
Yeah, only down 3, however, in that tight situation. And it seems like, ooh, nice little clear, or actually leading the shot, the pass, but snagged out of the air. It's Zenith up in there with a pass on over to the Merc area as a stack nicely comes out from the Jax. Wireless stack. Will.i.am on the approach now. Gonna be punched out, but Alchemy with some alchemy trying to find a magical shot. Cannot. That was close. I thought it had a chance, but it did not.
Yeah, I was surprised Gamer Boy wasn't back there. I was questioning that clear shot. I was like, man, he's back there, right? He usually has. And another stall for Gamer Boy. Nakami and company are not gonna have it. Gonna try to shake this one, but now a long clear bouncing back. Another long clear coming out, but look who's waiting. Jax is waiting back there with Akami.
Yep, just playing that lane, but the stack so quick. Gamer Boy, the shot just as, but no, it's still going to be recovered by that secondary front line with a semi-stack, but it's going to wind down into the bottom of the bubble, passing it across, looking for Gamer. No momentum, doesn't matter, and almost a save by Lemon, but it'll still go in. And that was, well, something you'll feel sour about if you are Lemon, because that was almost a good save.
Yeah, definitely frustrating whenever the passes just don't seem to be like too good, and you're like, oh, we can save this one. He's slow, and you have it right in your grasp, and it just kind of bounces off in your head or whatever. You're just like, wow,
Yeah, they're
it was
tough
zinger.
ones. Honestly, sometimes I find those slow-ish shots even harder to save than the fast ones. This is coming from someone, obviously, I'm not a career goalie unlike like you are, but for me, it's
What a
like you
nice bounce shot from
expect
Scoop, and that
a,
might go in.
ooh, that was close. It's like sometimes you're expecting such a quick shot and you're almost hyper focused on it, and then suddenly a slow one comes out, and then your brain, your wires get all crossed up. And trying to cross them up is Sneaky Evil with a pass over deep to Zenith, getting stunned, but still getting it done.
A nice little style jump by him to get around the last defender, but I mean, just what is it that Jax needs to do to even get out? It seems like they're not able to get out of the midfield. It's so contested by Orbit.
You know, it's hard to say because I feel like Wireless Jacks, so in last night's match, even though it was a loss, they had some fantastic passing in their game, and I felt like they were actually perhaps the better passing team, but it's just, again, what you can do on offense once you bring it in the bubble, you know? And that was almost trouble. But Sneaky's going to be there for that recovery.
Oh, what a chain coming out. Maybe that's the plan at this point is just go faster, maybe play. Oh, wow, wait, is this an open net for Scoop? It's going to be wide. Thankfully for Jax, no more attacks have come out too great from Orbit, but another punishing interception, and this might be another opportunity. Whoa, Sneaky, what a great jump. And to Zenith. Zenith taking it himself from log 2.
That was some fancy work all the way up the floor. They weren't just standard passes. They were anchoring all up and around, swinging from side to side, and yeah, that ended up being quite the turnaround for that shot.
Oh, looks like a bit of yelling coming out from Gamer Boy. Can't even hear myself think sometimes.
Well, too bad for you because I have my stream on mute, or my game on mute for those reasons sometimes. Now, Lemon QT is coming out, going to be on that anchor, looking for something on the slow approach. His teammate getting stunned, but the second one, that was some great passing there. So Lemon the assist. Gamer, I don't know what he's saying, but I can see him moving around and swimming in the air.
And Boozy, it's actually Palidore on the camera tonight. Yeah, we don't. I think Wit is casting. I mean, you working the camera on the other one.
You can call me Castador, you can call me Camador, whatever you wish. Yeah, over on the VRML channel 2, starting about 15 minutes prior to this match, was another one. Sputnik and Yashiro are casting that with Wit alongside. And now, pass going out. That's the down low one I was talking about. Gamer Boy is going to take that one, and Sneaky Evil is going to find it. Trying to find that dime. Sneaky is going to go up high to the sky. Is it going to go off that side? No, that's always a close one when it approaches that corner. But still, Sneaky Evil is going to have maybe an opportunity. No, he didn't opt for the dive. Opt for the 3 instead. So it will go right back out. Maybe missed opportunity, even though they'll get a second chance. And no, now it'll be snagged. Nice hands, Gilligan again. I love saying that. But on the feet, gets rid of it in a hurry. And now the Akami is going to come for it. And it looks like in the goal it's going to be Sneaky Evil. And now he's going to dive out on there. So there, good patience and recognition to find Zenith way up ahead. Trying to put perhaps this game to bed with 30 seconds left. Will they be able to? Sneaky Evil just past his hands.
I think it might be all over right here because with the way that they've been attacking, it's been so slow and methodical. If you've been noticing, Orbit just they don't even react anytime that the chain isn't there, which is what Jax has been doing. They have the chain waiting right there, but look, see, sneaky, not pressured at all. Oh,
Oop,
and wow,
that was
what
an
great
interesting
pressure
stack,
coming
yeah.
out from Will.
But still right back. Gamer now. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, maybe one more shot. Oh, and at the last possible second, they will take it as the goal gets left open. And that will be the game and the match for Team Orbit, 14-4 in that third round. And, well, I got to say, strong debut, certainly for Orbit.
Yeah, Orbit definitely play a different game. It feels like everybody else has been playing more like up in the box,
Yeah,
getting in there, but Orbit playing a much slower game, and I think that might have thrown Jax off. I think Jax was maybe expecting a faster game, like a faster pace, but instead they failed to force Orbit into their pace, and Orbit, force them into their pace.
right.
And I think that's what kind of beat Jax in the end was the pacing game. Orbit was never phased by any of their speed.
Yeah, may have been the case, you're right.
And it was more like Jax was like, well, they're not playing at the speed that we expect them to. It's like, now what? And I think that's where they failed to adjust. It looked good in the first game, but I think slowly Orbit just started, ignoring the speed that Jax was trying to put him in, and they played their game, and that's why they had so much success in rounds 2 and 3.
Right. Well, alas, as the players leave the map and get ready for their weekend and going into a second week of preseason soon to come, they'll have things to look at in the footage. Certainly a lot of good things, but maybe things they need to work on. Some of the things you mentioned, of course. Some of that offense and just handling the slower pacing from Orbit, because indeed they did seem to control that pacing. So that played a factor and bought them those 3-round victories. So in any case, I hope everyone enjoyed that. A matchup, exciting and competitive, but again, Orbit, the stronger team this time around. Wireless Jax showing some good things. Orbit, well, again, their debut. And we're going to see them again over the weekend. They have one more match coming up in the near future. That's tomorrow, actually. Will be at 6:30 Central. They're going to be facing Atlas Megacorp, which is also a new debuting team. Haven't seen them on stream or otherwise yet, so that'll be fun to watch. And later tonight, unless scheduling gets changed, because this one was changed a couple times, but barring that, later tonight there will also be Chaos versus Systematic Failure, and that is coming up quite late at 11 Central. But I'll try and be there for the cast, no less.
Yeah, I don't know about that. That seems a little late. I got work in the morning, although I would love to cast the games.
Oh, no worries.
I don't like to miss these things, but
yeah,
hopefully, I think I'll be available for the weekend, so
yeah,
not gonna miss. Hopefully, no more games. I'm excited to see. I think Rampage plays tomorrow.
They play
it's gonna be a good game.
Blair tomorrow. Yeah, Rampage.
Oh yeah, against the Grumpy and Co. I think that's gonna be a very good game.
Oh yeah.
Excited to see how Rampage is gonna improve from the last matchup. Last match was their first game ever together, I believe. Whereas Flair has been together for quite a bit. Rampage has got a good roster, a lot of potential. Just need a couple more rollouts, I think, because they had a tough matchup against I forgot, but I remember they had a really tough matchup against a team that was just way more experienced in the rollouts.
Well, it will be a factor for sure, and that's exactly why I do like casting these ones, because with so many new teams, new players, I mean, some new, some old, but a lot of new mixes and matches, it's so interesting to see who maybe plays above expectations, below expectations, who just takes you straight up by surprise and comes out of, nowhere. Spaghetti was one of those teams. We just casted that. You casted one of their matches the other day. I just casted their match about 2 hours ago versus Instinct, and although Spaghetti did fall to Instinct ultimately, they were still one of those teams. I haven't heard about them much either, like individually, but then they came out and they did have some impressive passing plays, impressive teamwork that just took me off guard a little bit, but pleasantly so.
Yeah, I remember those guys. They were a fun team to watch. I really am excited to see how they improve over the season.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway,
and thank you. Thank you to everyone also on streams. I'm trying to keep up more and more over the days. You see this multitasking. It's like you can, as much as we're following these teams' progress, you're following the casting team's progress. You see how much better at multitasking this is getting. You know, it's all good. But I'm thankful for Dash joining me for sure. Couldn't do this cast without him, at least not nearly as smoothly for sure. And thank you for the players, to the players and the teams, Wireless Jackson Orbit, for allowing us in here to get a little look-see at the competition. And yes, so Dash, thank you as always. Chat, everyone there, Sweet Potato, Boozy, Virtual Reality, Prosif, everyone who's been interacting and engaging. And we got a little waving action going on from Gamer Boy here on the stream. And the dabbing. So on that note, I think that's a perfect time to just about leave off. So Dash, send us through. Dash is speechless.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were closing it out. Sorry about that.
I was left speechless, so I was letting you do the work.
Oh, again, well, as Palidore says, thank you again. Always joining us, always showing your support for the players. We really appreciate it. It means a lot to us and them to see you guys, coming out. And we hope to see you again, or maybe later tonight. Who knows? At 11 Central? Wow. Late game. But if not, we'll see you over the weekend. Hope you join us for the next matches. They're going to be great. And continuing on into the preseason, they're only going to get better from here, I feel. Much closer, much more intense, much more fun for us and for you guys and for the players.
And for Gamer Boy in the middle of the screen. Indeed.
Thanks again, everyone. We'll see you next time.